We aspire to make your occasion unforgettable with our personalized gifts for him and her, writes the seller of this mace. And they're not lying. This gift will indeed be hard to forget. After all, what you see on your screen is a fully fledged 22-inch long mace with 20 moderately sharp 1-inch long steel spikes. It'll be a hit, a big hit at the medieval fair or with your favorite bunch of barbarians, and will also come in handy for theme festivals and cosplay, the description says. You can treat your friends and acquaintances to a piece of the Middle Ages for $65. If the previous mace seems interesting but a bit outdated, there is a more modern version. It hits you out of nowhere like a ton of bricks, the description says. And why is that? Because the mace is designed with a unique concept in mind. It's made of polypropylene using injection molding. This makes it both durable and big. It's 33.5 inches long, and its head is 5.5 inches wide. The handle's decorated with diamond-shaped elements, which give you a firm grip, and there's also a glass breaker. This is a great option if you have kids in the house, writes one buyer, because the mace doesn't cut or puncture, so it's difficult to injure yourself accidentally. The figure on the price tag is $38. This weapon looks like something from Mortal Kombat, but it's not a prototype, a homemade invention, or a joke. In fact, it's a mass-produced model. For $67, you get a very interesting piece. The links hold 21 unusual vertebrae. The weapon is made of steel, is 46.5 inches long, and weighs about 14 ounces. A wooden plank to turn the whip into a cool decor piece for any interior is included, if you're worried about injuring yourself or in case criminals are being successfully handled by the police. An interesting solution for regions with a lot of criminals and frequent rain. This umbrella sword will help you in tough situations. It's also patented and provides a surprise effect. The umbrella's overall length is 28 inches, and inside hides a 10-inch surgical steel blade. It can also be pulled out with the dome open, and the process is simple and safe thanks to the double lock system. The perfect weapon for future horror movies, says one user. If you want it, you'll need $60. In addition to the umbrella, just in case of good weather, you can buy this cane with a handle that makes a reference to the legendary Colt 1911 pistol. The body of the cane is made of 6065 aluminium, which is often used in bicycle frames. The wall is 0.1 inches thick, and inside is a 19-inch steel blade waiting to be unsheathed. It won't bend or break, and thanks to its long needle point, it'll punch a gaping hole in almost any target, the creators say. Together, the cane and the sword weigh about 3.7 pounds and cost $110. This looks like it came from the set of Game of Thrones. It weighs about 4.7 ounces, and the blade is made of stainless steel. It's pretty noticeable, so you won't surprise anyone. But if you decorate one or both of your fingers with it, you might look like Sauron from The Lord of the Rings and scare the living daylights out of everyone. The price tag is about $15, and the accessory is sold all over the world. We found one even in an online store in Mozambique. Next is a more traditional option, a folding knife. Nevertheless, the price rises to $315. So what's so special about it? It's simple. The manufacturer offers two positioning options, a fixed blade and a push dagger. The model looks quite normal, but literally transforms itself with one movement and allows you to quickly change your grip, unpleasantly surprising your opponent. The knife is 6.2 inches long, offers a titanium handle and weighs 3.4 ounces. The 2.2-inch blade is made of CPM 20CV steel, and it's resistant to high mechanical stress, so it can be used even in extreme conditions. I like the sound it makes when it changes position, the owners write in the comments.
Or a defensive push dagger would make it much more difficult to convert it between the two positions.
Next is the classic ninja favorite, at least that's what the seller is sure of. These spikes can be useful for climbing, safe walking on ice, and of course for self-defense. The pair cost a modest $21. They're made of anti-glare coated steel. The design is really simple and suitable for the usual shoes, but there are some disadvantages. Some buyers complain that they're now too noisy when walking. We doubt real ninjas will like them, but the spikes can easily fit into a bag or backpack. Do you think they're worth the money? Our compilation continues with a homemade stun glove. Marvel fans will probably think of Iron Man, and for good reason. The author writes that he made his own version of Tony Stark's glove from the third movie. In order to trigger a discharge, you just have to connect a few spikes by bending your fingers or touching a metal surface. The homemade device is quite suitable for self-defense, and the author promises that he'll keep developing it in the future. I may not be Tony Stark, but I've done my best to recreate this ingenious invention through my own interpretation, he adds. On the screen is another product that makes us think of superheroes. These playing cards could very well be hiding in Gambit's sleeves. One set costs $42 and includes 4 aces of steel, about 0.1 inches thick. Each card weighs 1.5 ounces and is already sharpened, so all you have to do is find a target and practice. For safe storage, they come with a carrying case. By the way, users in the comments remembered a character from the League of Legends game, the card sharp and swindler Twisted Fate, who is also good at using cards. It's important to feel at home, like it's a fortress. And a good fortress is so much more than just sturdy walls. The quality and quantity of weapons on its defenders are just as important. If you want something different to ward off uninvited guests, you can use this crossbow. Its name is the Alligator 2, and it costs $68. The crossbow features a comfortable pistol grip and ample opportunities to upgrade. For example, an improved magazine can be printed on a 3D printer. The arrow flight speed is 160 feet per second, and the weapon weighs about 28 ounces. The adjustable buttstock and Picatinny rail enhance the experience. If your fortress is more modern and too smart for crossbows, this launcher will help protect it. In essence, it's a powerful but non-lethal air rifle that shoots special 0.3-ounce pellets made of copper nylon. The rifle has between 28 and 36 joules of muzzle energy and is accurate enough to fire at a distance of 33 feet. The manufacturer also notes that it's not for beginners nor for airsoft battles. It comes with 4 magazines for 6 rounds, a pouch, straps, adjustment tools, basically everything you need. The price is $1,450. Next up is a classic for a reasonable price. These knuckles are priced at $16. The weapon is cast from a single piece of steel and weighs 5.3 ounces. According to the seller's logic, 4 spikes means 4 times as much protection. And he might be right. In the States alone, there were 100,000 more attacks on people in 2020 than in 2019. Well, if an ordinary knuckle duster seems too much, there is another option. The seller actually describes this device as jewelry. However, these skeleton fingers are made of metal, so if something happens, you can give a nasty surprise to an intruder. The bracelet weighs 2.4 ounces, is about 2.3 inches wide, and is unisex, so it fits anyone. The price is $4.50.